Are y'all watching the same video? What the hell? Dude, that's the ODEN, man. The ODEN is nice. The ODEN is crazy good. I never wanted to use this gun. It just felt like one of those guns that was going to be too bulky, way too big, and just disgusting for ADS and movement speed and all that, but you guys convinced me. You guys always told me use the ODEN. The ODEN's overpowered. The ODEN's crazy. The ODEN is just insane. And I said, you know what? I'm going to give you guys a shot. I'm going to make an ODEN class, but I'm not going to make an ODEN class that's built for range. I'm not going to make an ODEN class that's built for close range. I'm not going to make any types of class like that. So what I actually went out and did, something crazy, was I made a class that's built for recoil control, and I didn't care about anything else. I cared a little bit about ADS, I'm not gonna lie, just a little. But I'm gonna share this class with you guys. You're gonna use it, trust me, you're gonna use this class. You're gonna go off on people, you're gonna come back to this video, you're gonna comment, this gun is crazy, and I'm gonna be like, hell yeah, and I'm gonna put a heart on your comment. So just comment that, you got a heart on your comment right away. Guys, I'm telling you right now, man, the ODEN is insane. Let's get into this, I don't want to wait any longer. What is up, guys? My name is Nick and welcome back to another overpowered class setup. Now I'm changing it up a bit. I'm not using regular overpowered guns. I'm taking a gun that I don't think is that overpowered and I'm making a class that makes it overpowered, and it's crazy good. The ODEN, I don't know why I didn't use it. I'm not smart sometimes, but I finally used it and it's crazy good. So the gameplay you guys are watching in the background right now is me using the ODEN. I was going off with it. I was doing crazy with it, and I want to talk to you guys about the class setup and what was going through my mind when making this actual class setup, because I don't actually ever tell you guys what I'm thinking of when making the class. But this one was different because I never really used the ODEN all too much. Like, I've used it enough to actually level it up and get quite a few attachments for it, but I never actually used it enough where I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and just make this gun good. So I went, I did it, and I have to say, like, this is one of my proudest classes. Like, let's be honest, guys. Subscribe to the channel if you're new around here with those notifications turned on, and drop a like on this video if you guys enjoy the ODEN, if you guys enjoy these OP class setups. Let me know down in the comments below. But let's get into the actual ODEN class setup here. So the first thing I decided was, do I want a muzzle or do I not want a muzzle? So I said, you know what, instead of the muzzles, we're gonna go ahead, and the first one I want to throw on is an actual barrel. Now, what I did decide on this one was range, and I didn't really care about the range all too much. Like, it's a great bonus, don't get me wrong, but I cared more for the actual bullet velocity and the recoil control. When I shoot this gun, I want those bullets to hit, but I also want to have an amazing recoil control on the ODEN, because this gun is powerful. This gun shoots out like boom, boom, boom. It shoots, it's just crazy. Like, this gun is just crazy. So the recoil control is something you definitely want to have when making an ODEN class. You want to consider that for sure. So that was the first attachment. Then I said, do I want a laser? Not really. I don't actually care for a laser too much on this class, and I'm gonna be aiming down sights a lot more often than usual, so the tac laser is just going to give my position away way too many times, not actual strategically. So I said, you know what, no laser. Then I said, do I need an optic? And I'm personally not a big fan of the ODEN sight itself, the iron sight. So I said, yeah, whatever, I'm gonna go ahead and throw on the GI Mini Reflex, which you kind of have to be a high enough level to get this one. But if you guys aren't, don't worry, there's the Viper right here, which I think is pretty nice as well. But then, why are you joining my party and leaving, bro? Damn, Chris Brown, the hell? Then I'm like, do I need a stock? No, don't really care for the stock either. And I said an underbarrel, I'm definitely going to want to utilize this for sure. So Commando foregrip's nice, don't need it on the ODEN. The ODEN has a lot of vertical recoil. So what's the best one to control the vertical recoil? Well, that ends up being the Merc foregrip. Now, the Merc foregrip is a great actual attachment because it has the best vertical control for all of the underbarrels right here. So, like, you want to use the Ranger foregrip, don't do it. You want to use any other one, which I currently don't have, whatever, don't use it. The Merc foregrip is the one you want to use. Then I'm like, this gun also only has 20 bullets. I'm not crazy about that. Who wants to only run 20 bullets? So I put 25. I'm not sure what this one is, but once I unlock it, if it's like 30, I'm probably using it. But I said, you know what, yeah, 25 is nice. Don't mind losing a little bit of ADS and movement speed. It's not much more ammunition. So yeah, I went ahead and did that. Then I'm like, do I need a rear grip or do I want a perk? And I'm like, you know what, this gun, it's 25 bullets, the mag isn't that heavy, it's probably gonna reload fast enough. So I went with the rear grip, and here's where I said, you know what, we need to kind of work on that sprint to fire speed, because the ODEN's base sprint to fire speed, it's kind of trash. it's not good. It's really not good whatsoever. So that's where I went and I threw on the stippled grip tape. Now the stippled grip tape is super important because you get that sprint to fire speed, so you guys can actually shoot people when they come up close and stuff like that a lot faster. If you see someone camping at a further distance and you're running down a long line of sight, you want to be able to get them because they're already hard scoping. They're already just sitting there aiming down sights waiting for you to run there. You don't want to miss out on actually shooting them. So sprint to fire speed is very important for that, but it also gives you ADS speed, which is something the ODEN does struggle with, so it kind of needs that as well. So here's the class I made for multiplayer. I didn't test any other classes. It's weird. Usually I test a bunch of classes, but I'm super satisfied with this one right here. Like the ODEN just feels powerful with this class. It feels nice. This is the first time I ever made one class and I'm satisfied. Normally I just make so many classes, guys. I make like 20 classes. No, not 20, but I make like 5 classes, and I'm just satisfied with 1 or 2 of them. But this one right here, it's the first one I made, and trust me guys, you want to use this ODEN class. But next off, anyways, man, we're gonna go back to the ODEN, and I want to tell you guys a good Warzone class for this. Now again, I tested just one class in Warzone, and it turned out to be pretty nice for the ODEN. So what you do want to run first, I didn't have monolithic suppressor. I'm going to tell you guys, run monolithic suppressor. I didn't have it because I just got it unlocked, so I was running the actual compensator for a little bit just to get that recoil control. But what you want to run is monolithic suppressor for sure. I haven't tested it yet, but I know it's going to do good. It's a monolithic suppressor. It suppresses your weapon and it gives you damage range. Like, who doesn't want that? Make sure you got that on. Next off, I don't really think the barrel is that important. Like, yeah, they give you extra damage range, extra bullet velocity, and recoil control, but I'll be honest, I don't think it's that important when you actually are making this class right here. Next up, you might want to run an optic. I'm the type of guy, like I said, I need an optic for the ODEN. I don't like it just straight up the way it is, so I'm definitely running an optic. Then you might want to run a stock. I find them kind of useless. I'll be honest with you guys. The underbarrel Merc foregrip 100%, but this is where it gets a little bit interesting. So I like the ammunition. You need it. I like the rear grip stippled grip tape, but you're playing Warzone, so you don't want to worry or you don't want to focus too much on ADS speed. That's just, you don't need it. You're going to be in situations where you're not really in a gunfight where 1 millisecond makes a huge difference. You actually want to work and use the rubberized grip tape. Now the rubberized grip tapes gives you that recoil control and you lose aiming stability, but aiming stability, I'm going to tell you guys, like I've told you before, it's literally you're holding your gun and you're aiming down sights. You're not shooting, you're not doing anything, and it's just the sway that your weapon has, like the way it moves left to right. It's best to see with a sniper. If you have a sniper and you just hard scope and you don't hold your breath, your gun goes like this a bit. That's pretty much the aiming stability. So the second you start shooting, it's already back to being stabilized, so you don't have to worry about losing this too much. It's mostly for snipers aiming stability. Like if you're using an AR, you're not going to notice it too much. So anytime you have an attachment where you're losing aiming stability but you're gaining good stuff like recoil control, for example, don't worry about it. Like, you're not losing out on too much whatsoever. It's really useless to worry about that. Now, here's, like I said, where the class gets interesting. What you could do, because you got the rubberized grip tape now, which gives you a nice amount of recoil control, you could take off the Merc foregrip so you don't lose ADS speed and you don't lose aim, walk, and movement speed. And what you could do instead is go ahead and throw on the tac laser, where you do get ADS speed back. You do get that aiming stability that you will lose with the actual rear grip, but like I said, it doesn't matter. And you get aim, walking, steadiness, which is something that I think a lot of people overlook when making Warzone classes. Aim, walking, steadiness is very important, so you want to make sure you got that on your class as well. Trust me, you want to have that for sure. Once you're walking, you're going to be very steady, you're going to be hitting those shots, and you're going to be dodging bullets, so that's nice to have. So this is the class that I decided to use in Warzone. It worked out pretty nice, and I will say, like, this is it's basic. If you don't need the optic, if you're a guy who doesn't need it, that's when I say you might want to throw on the ODEN factory A10mm. But if you need the optic, don't worry about the barrel whatsoever. Like I said, I'm the type of guy who needs the optic. I feel like it's really worth it in my opinion. But anyways, guys, man, that is going to be it. This is the ODEN OP class setup. I feel like this video was very much overdue. I should have made this video a long time ago. I should have listened to you guys a long time ago. I apologize for that, man. But if you guys have any other guns that I haven't covered, or I've only covered maybe once or twice, and the gun is completely better now or something like that, let me know down in the comments below. I definitely want to cover that. Thank you guys for watching this video. Like I said, man, if you guys could subscribe to the channel, we're less than 15,000 away from 650k, which I still don't know how we're doing it, but we're doing it. So thank you guys for subbing, and it's completely free, and you can always unsub if you guys don't enjoy the content anymore, so might as well subscribe, right? Drop a like on this video. We're gonna set a like goal of 36 likes. Yo, that's crazy. That might be a little too high. 35 likes on this video, man. If you guys could do it, that would be absolutely amazing. Thank you for watching. My name is Nick, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.